Hello students, today we are here with our next lecture of enzymes. In our previous video we had talked about the mechanism of enzyme action, and here we will discuss about the chemical nature of the enzyme. Basically, most of the enzymes are proteinaceous in nature. They are specific in their function and they are mainly tertiary type of protein. So basically enzymes are proteinaceous in nature. These are proteinaceous, especially the protein is tertiary type of protein, and each of the enzyme is specific in their function. Each enzyme have their specific function. So they are basically specific in function. Here, on the basis of their function or the basis of their structure, which type of protein and non-protein part is found associated with the enzyme, on the basis of this, we will classify the enzyme into two categories. The first one is simple enzyme. In simple enzyme, only the protein part is there because the enzymes are proteinaceous, we know that. Here, only the protein part is there and there is no non-proteinaceous part is found attached with it. This type of enzyme is called as simple enzyme. So, here only when protein part is present, protein part is present and it is not associated with any non-protein part. So only this type of enzymes are made up of proteins. For example, and they have a specific function. For example, the digestive enzymes like pepsin, trypsin, these are the enzymes which has only a proteinaceous part and non-protein part is not there. So these are called as simple proteins. Secondly, we have conjugated proteins, and in the conjugated enzymes, not protein, conjugated enzymes, and conjugated enzyme, protein part of enzyme is present but it is also associated with a non-protein part. So here the protein part of enzyme, plus a non-proteinaceous part is also there. Non-protein part is also present with the protein part of the enzyme. This type of enzyme is called as conjugated enzyme. The protein part of enzyme is called as apoenzyme. Clear? The protein part of enzyme is called as apoenzyme. It is non-functional and it gets functional when it reacts with the non-proteinaceous part. Clear? Non-proteinaceous part is called as cofactor. Clear? समझ में आ रहा है? Apoenzyme is the proteinaceous part of enzyme. Clear? It is non-functional और जब ये कोफैक्टर के साथ या नॉन प्रोटीनेशियस पार्ट के साथ रिएक्ट करेगा, then only it becomes the functional, and the functional form of this enzyme is called as holoenzyme. When the apoenzyme reacts with a non-proteinaceous part, then only it becomes functional, and that functional enzyme is called as holoenzyme. Here the cofactor is also of two types. This cofactor, which is a non-proteinaceous part, and found attached with the apoenzyme, the proteinaceous part of the enzyme. This cofactor is divided into two categories, that is organic non-proteinaceous substance. First one is organic non-protein part. This part should not be proteinaceous. So this is the organic non-protein part. And second one is inorganic metallic part. This is inorganic metallic part. Clear? So this is basically the type of cofactor. For example, this organic non-proteinaceous part can be easily separated from apoenzyme. Clear? This part can be easily separated from apoenzyme, and the non-metallic part cannot be easily separated. This part which can be easily separated is called as coenzyme, and the non-metallic part, that is inorganic in nature, these are basically the activators. These are the activators which participate in the reaction as activators. These non-metallic part this cannot be separated, and this is called as, this is not easily separated. The proteinaceous part can be easily separated. It means coenzyme can be easily separated from the apoenzyme, but the inorganic metallic part not separated easily, and this part is called as prosthetic group. Clear? This is the prosthetic group, and this is the coenzyme. Clear? This is basically the classification of the conjugated protein, in which apoenzyme is the proteinaceous part which is non-functional. Cofactor is a non-proteinaceous part. When apoenzyme reacts with cofactor, then only it becomes functional, that is called as holoenzyme. The cofactor may be of two types, that is organic non-proteinaceous part and the inorganic metallic part. This inorganic metallic part is also called as activators. These are also called as activators. The organic non-proteinaceous part can be easily separated from the apoenzyme, and it is called as coenzyme. And the metallic non-proteinaceous part cannot be easily separated, and that is called as prosthetic group. So this is the classification of enzyme on the basis of which type of protein they are having. Nextly, the classification of enzyme on the basis of their site of action. Okay. Next classification is on the basis of site of action, where the enzyme is going to be acted. So on the basis of site of action. On this basis, the enzymes are also classified into two categories. First one is intracellular enzyme. This type of enzymes are synthesized in cell itself, and they are functions in also cell itself. क्लियर? जिस सेल में सिंथेसाइज हो रहे हैं उसी सेल में ही अपना फंक्शन करते हैं, सेल से बाहर ये नहीं जाते हैं. बेसिकली दीज आर प्रेजेंट इन द यूनिसेल्यूलर organisms. In unicellular organisms, the digestion is basically intracellular. Here the intracellular enzymes are going to participate in that process. These enzymes are also called as endogenous enzymes. These are also called as endogenous enzymes, in which the enzymes are going to work in the cell itself, for example in the unicellular organism. Second one is called as extracellular enzyme. These are extracellular enzyme, and these extracellular enzymes are synthesized in a particular cell, but they moves from different cells also from their point of origin. Clear? From their point of origin, they moves in the different parts of the cells, or the different part of the body, or the different cells. For example, the digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes in the multicellular organisms. These are the extracellular enzyme. These are also called as exogenous enzymes. Clear? So this is all about the basis of classification of the enzyme, and we know the chemical nature of enzyme, which type of proteinaceous or non-proteinaceous part is going to attach with the enzyme. Clear? This is all about the chemical action of the enzyme. In our next video, we will discuss about more important things about the enzymes. Thank you very much.